Good morning and Jai Hind children. I welcome you all in today's live class of biology. And today I am going to revise the chapter nutrition in plants. Okay? Children, as we have discussed already the meaning of nutrition, a process by which any living organism take their food, digest it and utilize the nutrients which are present in the food for their life processes. Okay, so this overall process is known as nutrition. Understood? The process of nutrition is yes, taking in food and utilizing it by the body, either for growth or for get energy or for repairing of the body and all. So this whole process is known as nutrition. Okay, on the basis of nutrition we can categorize that the method is of two types, or the organism is are of two types. Okay, so the modes of nutrition are two, or the types are the first type is in which the organism is capable to synthesize their own food by using the simple substances from the environment. Okay, so such a mode of nutrition is known as autotrophic nutrition. Get it, children? The first mode of or first type of nutrition is autotrophic mode of nutrition. And this autotrophic mode is what? The mode of nutrition in which that organism is capable to synthesize their own food by using the simple substances which are present in the surrounding from the environment. So such a mode is known as autotrophic nutrition, and such organisms are known as autotrophs. Alright. Now, the second mode of nutrition is heterotrophic mode of nutrition, in which the living organism is not able to synthesize their own food. They are depend either directly or indirectly on autotrophs for their food. Okay, so such type of nutrition or such a mode of nutrition is known as heterotrophic mode of nutrition. And the organism are termed as heterotrophs. Alright? About autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs are those organisms who have the autotrophic mode of nutrition, and heterotrophs are those organisms who have the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Got it, children? Now, come to the example. The autotrophic mode of nutrition are found only in green plants, because the green plants are capable to synthesize their own food by using the simple substances from the surrounding like carbon dioxide, water and all. Okay, and along with this green plant some kind of bacteria are also there who can synthesize their own food, so they will also come in the category of autotrophs. Okay, so the green plants are mainly termed as autotrophs and some bacteria, whereas all other organisms are heterotrophs. Animals, we human beings and all, they all will come in the category of heterotrophs. Got it, children? So here in this chapter, we will discuss mainly in detail about the Yes, the nutrition in plants. So we'll discuss about the autotrophic mode of nutrition, are the types of nutrition which are found in plants. Got it, children? So first we will discuss the method by which the green plants are able to synthesize their food. That is why they are termed as autotrophs. So what is the method or what is the process by which these green plants are able to convert the simple substances from environment into the food? Got it, children? And the name of that process is photosynthesis. So we will discuss the process of photosynthesis in detail here. Okay. So children, the photosynthesis is what? Yes, it is simply a process by which the green plants are synthesizing their own food by using simple substances from their surrounding. Okay, and these substances are carbon dioxide gas which is present in air and the water. Okay, and the sunlight which is present in the environment. So they are going to use these substances, sunlight, water and carbon dioxide, and the one more substance which is present in green plants, the green structures which are present in the green plants known as chloroplast. Okay, which have a green pigment, and the name of this pigment is chlorophyll. So these four different substances together are going to synthesize the food in green plants. Okay, children? So in photosynthesis, the four main substances which are going to play the role are: the first one, carbon dioxide; second one, water; third one is sunlight; and the fourth which is present in the plant is chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is a green pigment which is present in chloroplast. Got it, children? So these four are responsible to synthesize the food. Okay, and the process of this photosynthesis we can write in the form of a chemical reaction. Carbon dioxide and water, they both are going to react together in presence of sunlight, and the second substance is chlorophyll, and forms the food which is glucose. Okay, children? So glucose is the food which is synthesized in plant by the process of photosynthesis, and along with this glucose, oxygen also produced in this process. Okay, so this is the word equation of photosynthesis, and we can write the same as by using their formula: carbon dioxide CO2 plus water H2O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, it's formed the food, that is glucose, and the formula of glucose is C6H12O6. Alright children, and it also forms the oxygen. Okay, so this is the chemical reaction of photosynthesis. Understood? So I hope that you understood this process of photosynthesis, in which these four substances playing the important role to synthesize their food. Okay, and the food which is synthesized here by the plants are gets used up by the plant, as well as the food which is left, because the food prepared in excess quantity, and this much amount of food is not utilized by the plant. So rest of the food get stored in the body of plant in different forms, either in the form of starch or in the form of sugar, like that. And these stored food are utilized by all other animals, all other heterotrophs. Get it? So you can say that autotrophs are responsible to supply the food to all heterotrophs. Get it? Because they produce enough amount, more amount, excess amount of food, by which they fulfill the requirement of their own body and also the requirement of other living organisms. Got it, children? Okay. Now, after the photosynthesis, we have the next topic in the chapter, that is factors affecting the photosynthesis. Got it, children? So come to the next topic, factors. So the factors affecting are conditions necessary for photosynthesis. For the occurrence of photosynthesis process, what are the different conditions which are necessary? So we already have explained, children, the four different conditions, is it, which is necessary for the process of photosynthesis. And those conditions are, the first one, the first condition is, yes, presence of chlorophyll. Presence of chlorophyll is the first condition. If the chlorophyll will be absent in the plant, so that part of the plant will not have the process of photosynthesis. So photosynthesis will not occur there and food will not prepare. Okay, so you can say that the process of photosynthesis occurs only in green part of the plant, not all part of the plant, which is non-green. Okay, and the non-green plants, they also don't have the process of photosynthesis. Alright, children. So the green parts of the plants have the photosynthesis because of the presence of chlorophyll. So this is the first condition which is necessary for photosynthesis. Now come to the second condition. Presence of light. Second important condition, if the light will be present, then the process of photosynthesis will take place. Otherwise, this process will not take place. Okay, that is why the process of photosynthesis takes place only in daytime, not in night time, because in night time the light is not available. Okay, now the third condition is availability of availability of carbon dioxide. If the carbon dioxide will be available, the process of photosynthesis will takes place. And if the carbon dioxide will not available, so in that situation, the process of photosynthesis will get affected. It will get stopped. Okay, so the availability of carbon dioxide is third important condition which is necessary for photosynthesis. All right, children. And the fourth condition is availability of water. If the water will available, it is present in the body of plant, the process of photosynthesis will take place. So, all right, children, these are the four different conditions which are necessary for the process of photosynthesis. Get it? And this is why the photosynthesis is made up from two words. The first word is photo and second word is synthesis. The meaning of photo is light and the synthesis means combination of different components. So these three different components, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water, they get synthesized in the presence of light. Okay, and that is why this process is known as photosynthesis. Get it, children? Okay. As we have divided the organism in two categories on the basis of their mode of nutrition, autotrophs and heterotrophs. Is it, children? So autotrophic, which means self-synthesizing. Auto means self and tropism means synthesis. So those organisms who can synthesize their own food are known as autotrophs, and that mode of nutrition is known as autotrophic mode of nutrition. Get it? Now come to the next. Out of these four factors, as water is get absorbed by the roots of the plant, is it? Light is taken from the sun which falls on the leaves of the plant, get absorbed and used up in the process of photosynthesis. Chlorophyll is already present in the cells of the plant. Okay, and the fourth one, carbon dioxide, it is present in the air. Okay, so from the air this carbon dioxide enters in the body of plant. Okay, and the process of photosynthesis gets completed. So children, one more thing that is given in our chapter, that the carbon dioxide and the excess water from the plant, how they get exchanged, how the carbon dioxide enters and how the excess water removed out from the plant body. So simply for this exchange, the plants have the small openings which are present on lower surface of the leaf, and these small openings are known as stomata. Okay, so I'm going to draw the structure of the stomata by which this exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen and the excess water takes place. Get it? If we take a plant and select a green leaf of that plant, now cut it from the any part, okay, and observe it under the microscope. So we will observe that the structure of this leaf is somewhat like this. This one is the upper surface of the leaf. Okay, children. Below this layer of cells or tissues, they have the different types of cells arranged there. Okay, and in lower side of the leaf, that is inner surface of the leaf, it looks somewhat this kind of structure, and it have a opening, a hole present there, like so these openings are known as stomata. Okay children, if I draw the diagram of a single stomata, so it looks somewhat like this. Okay children, these two cells are known as guard cells, which are present here. Okay, they are bean shaped cells and present in pair, and between these guard cells the stomatal opening is present, and through this opening the materials are going to exchange. Carbon dioxide enters in plant cells and excess water and oxygen removed out. Get it? So this is known as stomatal opening. Okay, and these two cells are known as guard cells. Clear children? Understood the structure of these guard cells and this stomata? Hmm? This is stomatal opening, and these cells who surrounds the stomatal opening are the guard cells. And this is the complete internal structure of the leaf. In this internal structure, we have the cuticle which is present on the surface of leaf. Okay, a very thin layer which is present on the surface is known as cuticle. Below that, the different types of cells are tissues are present, and in lower surface they have the stomata present. Got it? Understood? So this one is the structure of stomata, and through it the materials are going to exchanged, are moved. Got it children? Understood? Okay, now after this you must have to know that after the process of photosynthesis, when the food synthesized, so that food is get used up by the plants and by the whole entire living world, means all other living organism, are say simply heterotrophs. So overall organisms depends on the food which is synthesized by the green plants by photosynthesis, okay, and fulfill the requirement of their body. Got it children? After the formation of food, this food get converted in different forms and get stored in the body of plants. In some plant it gets stored as a sugar, in some plant it gets stored as a starch, okay, and utilized by the other animals or organism. So this is all about the process of photosynthesis and the conditions necessary for photosynthesis. Got it children? Now come to the next. As we have discussed that by the process of photosynthesis food prepared, so how we can taste that? The food synthesized are prepared in body of plant by the process of photosynthesis. So there is a very simple test to know that food is prepared or not. Okay. To taste a leaf for starch, starch is present or not present. Children, if photosynthesis process will take place, so starch will form. Okay, and if photosynthesis process will not take place, so starch will not form. Get it? And we can test it by using a very simple activity as take a potted plant. Okay, de-starch it. De-starch means remove the starch which is present there. And how we can de-starch it? By keeping it for 2 days in dark room. So keep your potted plant in a dark room for 2 days. So in these 2 days, what will happen? All the starch which is present there in the body of plant get used up or get finished. Now take it out and keep it for 2 hours in light, sunlight. Okay. So during this time, the process of photosynthesis will take place and the starch will form. Alright, children? Now, after that, pluck a leaf of that plant, okay, and place that leaf in a beaker. So, here I have taken a beaker. Now, place that plugged leaf in it and put about half beaker of water, okay, and boil it, heat it. Now put the beaker on burner and heat it. So after boiling the water for about 5 to 7 minutes, what will happen? The leaf will get loosed or the cells will get killed. Get it? Now after it, transfer this leaf in a test tube. Transfer this same leaf in a test tube and fill half of the test tube with alcohol. Alright, children, fill half of the test tube alcohol and place this whole test tube in a beaker. And in the beaker, what will be there? Water. So place water in the beaker and place your test tube with alcohol and wild leaf inside it. Now heat it again. Okay, for some time, for about 5 minutes. So after heating them about 5 minutes, this alcohol will remove the chlorophyll which is present in the leaf, and now the leaf will get colorless because all the chlorophyll get removed because of the presence of this alcohol. Okay, all right, children. Now after boiling it for 5 minutes, take out your leaf with the help of faucet and wash it with water. Get it? And after washing them with water, spread it on the surface or spread it in a petri dish. Now this time the color of the leaf will not be green because the green color removed because of this alcohol. Okay, this is gets colorless. Okay, now add few drops of, yes, iodine solution on it. Alright, children, so add few drops of iodine solution on this leaf. So after a few time, after half a minute, you will observe that the color of this colorless leaf gets changed and it will becomes the blue black in color. This leaf will get blue black in color. So this indicates that starch is present in the leaf. As the photosynthesis takes place, when we kept our plant in sunlight for about 2 hours, and when the photosynthesis takes place, so starch formed in the leaves of the plant, and when we pluck that leaf and taste it by boiling it in water, then in alcohol, and when drop the iodine solution, so the color gets changed and it change into the blue black. So this indicates that the starch is present in the leaf. All right, children, understood? Okay, so I hope that you understood this taste or this activity to taste the starch in a leaf. Okay, thank you and have a nice day, children.